government to intervene in the ecological disaster afflicting the people and the land in Ilaje, Eshe Odo Federal Constituency, Ondo State, standing in the name of Hon Kola Victor Akinjo. Hon Akinjo is invited to move his motion.
Thank you. My name is Kola V. Akinjo, and I represent the very conscious people. I'm an Ilaje from Ondo State, Mr. Speaker. This motion, of course, before I move the motion, my name is Kolade, and I will want that to be reflected in this motion, not Kola. The motion is called on the federal government to intervene in the ecological disaster affecting the people and the land in Ilaje Odo Federal Constituency of Ondo State. The House do note the recent devastating ocean shore surge, which destroyed properties worth millions of naira and rendered hundreds of residents homeless in Awoye, in Molute, in Meshe, Ayetoro, Abereke, Bagira, and Orioke Wamimo communities in Ilaje Odo Federal Constituency of Ondo State. Also note that the constant and unmitigated surge that has led to the displacement of inhabitants of those communities, thereby affecting their traditional livelihood, which ultimately has caused them untold hardship with adverse implications on the educations of their children and by extension the aged population whose lives are in peril. Disturbed that many times when the waves of the ocean surge come with devastating silting of the waterways with mud directly changing the navigation pattern of the people on the waterways by constantly stirring the tides to be able to move from place to place. Also disturbed that the constant siltation of this geographical belt, this was due to seal ingression and excression, has cumulatively made many of the freshwater routes impassable for the people, thereby making life and economic activities acutely difficult for the riverine communities. Also aware that the affected geographical area is host to oil companies whose oil exploration has attendant unimaginable environmental, social, and infrastructure consequences, ranging from water and air pollution and contamination of the water tables, leading to lack of potable water and perhaps electricity. Appreciates the intervention of the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, the Niger Delta Development Commission, that's NDDC, and the Ondo State government, which in the overall is meager compared to the volume of immediate and remote unattended challenges still confronting the people occupying the coastline of Ondo State, which of course is the largest coastline in Nigeria. Concerned that if urgent and adequate steps are not taken to reverse the disturbing environmental problems by providing basic infrastructure such as shoreline protection to the already threatened communities and dredging of canals and freshwater ways in the area, the incessant ocean surge may, apart from its existential proclivities, further lead to more loss of lives and property with devastating social consequences.
Any seconder?
Conscious of the fact that if the determined effort of the federal government are devoted to tackling those challenges, a permanent solution can be achieved. The House do resolve to call on the federal government as a matter of urgency to intervene through its Ecological Fund Office and other associated agencies to evaluate, develop, and find remediation plan and to curtail the environmental dangers already posed or where possible resettle the people in this geography. 2, urge the Federal Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, Environment, and the Niger Delta Development Commission to restructure their project priority plan for Ondo State in this particular region, the subsequent budget proposal to accommodate and tackle the challenges facing these communities. Third one, mandate the Committee on Environment and Habitat, NDDC, and Niger Delta Affairs when constituted to take a tour of these affected areas to ascertain the level of damages done, lies with relevant MDAs with a view to providing informed and lasting solutions to the situation. And B, urge National Emergency Management Agency to provide relief materials to the affected communities and victims. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.